One of the names that's been synonymous with travel here in Barbados throughout the years has been Going Places Travel. So we wanted to find out a little bit more about Going Places Travel, all that they've been doing for all the decades they've been here in Barbados, and most certainly find out a little bit about maybe some deals that we can look toward as we go toward the end of the year. And some people might be taking their vacations, or if you're planning for your holiday in 2025. So Lynette Rice is in this morning. She's Senior Travel Advisor with Going Places Travel. Thank you so much for making some time to come in and share with us.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, congratulations on being a part of the Barbadian tourism and other landscape for such a long time. I know the company dates back to the early 70s.
That's correct, yes, that's
Yes?
correct. Yeah, we started not as Going Places. We started in 1971 in Grenada, and then we did St. Lucia, then we did Barbados and so forth. And then it was sold to a new owner years later, and that is where the name Going Places came about. And of course, we do go places. We make travel easier. We have good travel advisors. We have all the resources that are necessary to make things easier for you. You look like a traveler, I'm sure.
Yeah, for many years, I only booked through Going Places. So I would just call or going to the Sheraton branch.
Yes.
That was my branch of preference. I was just going, and of course, your wonderful advisors would take care of everything.
Right, that's true. We do have 21 offices in 8 countries, and that would include the Bahamas and the USA as well. So we do, that's huge, in my opinion. And therefore, there's so many places that there's vacation options that we can offer you at any time and at a whim. You can just decide you want to do something today, and it can be arranged for you in no time at all. We have travel advisors who are quite knowledgeable. We have experience that we can pull on because lots of us are older agents, and we have traveled most places. So therefore, all the new ones that come into the office, they come to us for information or for knowledge, and we are able to assist them along the way, and which is really a great thing. We have, when we are looking for travel advisors, we look for people with good customer skills. We look for people who are really have an appetite for travel, because how I look at myself and how I arrange travel, I do a lot of group tours, and I look for places where I love, where I want to go, and that, based on that, I arrange the groups around that, and I find that it works out really very well, because I feel happy doing it, and I know that I'm creating lifetime memories, and that really, really drives me.
Yeah.
So, and I know that really, lots of us in the office feel that way. And then, we know that we have resources outside of Barbados. We are affiliated with a company called Virtuoso, which is a large company with lots of luxury travel agents involved. And if there are times when people come to us that we don't really have the necessary information to hand, and we know that we can go directly to Virtuoso, and we love that affiliation. Really, it's really a great link, and for that reason, we feel that we are creating good connections. We feel that we're fostering that loyalty, and we also are able to have people refer us to others, and that is how we build our business, really.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit more about the services that you offered. You mentioned that you do a lot of group travel.
Yes.
For people, there are a lot of options online.
Yes.
So tell us what makes the difference in booking with Going Places outside of those amazing connections that you have to be able to make sure that you have all bases covered when you're heading out to those vacations or work travel or whatever it is.
Our travel agents, our advisors, we deal in details. We have to be very detailed when we are making arrangements. And especially when you're doing group travel, you need to cover every possible base. I do a lot of group travel, and I'm really very comfortable with it now. It's something that you have to build on. It's not something that you can just get up and do. We feel that as apart from the online travel, we are comfortable enough to make people come to us because we have all the knowledge, well, most of the knowledge that we require, especially when it comes to making big trips. We find that people, when they're doing online travel, they might generally, if they're doing Barbados, New York, Barbados, Miami, or whatever, they will go online and they will make that arrangement, which is fine with us as well. And we're happy that people are going online because they see some of the hoops that we have to jump over in order to make, in order to issue a ticket.
Yeah.
You know, you have to know what you're doing, you have to know the rules that encourage that is involved in a particular fare that you're purchasing and so forth.
And the thing about it is, if you, a lot of the times you can't reach out to the airlines. It's not very easy to get that done.
No.
So if you go through an intermediary, it makes life a whole lot easier to be able to get it done.
We make travel easier.
For
That's
sure.
how we
I
look
know
at
that
it.
you are definitely offering some great offers, and I want to talk a little bit about Panama because there's so many people who are talking about it. I've not made the trek as yet.
Yeah.
But we're hearing that there's some great specials available. Tell us more.
That's right. Panama is in great demand. Panama, as you know, for us in Barbados, holds dearly to our hearts historically because our forefathers were involved in building the canal.
In the early 1900s, how about that?
Yeah, I imagine, right. So Panama is, historically, it's for us to actually go and see what it's like. I've taken 4 groups to Panama so far, over the years. And what we then decided to do, we decided to to do a sample package where we will just advertise hotel accommodation, transfers, airport transfers, and 2 tours. Right. So we advertised that, and then we gave passengers the option of calling in and customizing it. We didn't include the airfare because the airfare changes depending on the dates you select and so forth. So we put that together, and as I said, we are giving passengers the opportunity to customize the tour. You could decide which dates you want. You can decide if you want to take the same hotel we are offering. You can decide if you want to do the tours or not, right? And by doing that, I suppose it gives them a sense of importance, kind of thing. And I know what people mainly go to Panama to do would be to shop. That retail therapy is a big thing. And the shopping is excellent. But we were still hoping that in the meantime you could do some things on the side. You can, include some of the historical element. You can do the cultural. That's why we decided to have these 2 tours. One is a transit on the Panama Canal, which is, to me, great because you get to see how the locks work. It's only a 6-hour journey, but then they take you through the actual tour and tell you what's going on at any given time. And I felt really great to be on the Panama Canal itself and to be able to go through a couple of the locks.
Wow.
And see, yes. Anytime you go to Panama, that's one of the tours that you should do. And then we go to and visit the indigenous Indians, which is a little bit further out. We go on a small canoe and we go and visit it. And they really entertain us. We get to sample their kitchen and we know what's going on in the actual community itself. So those to me were 2 outstanding tours. There are a couple others, but those to me are the 2 highlights. And I think that those are the tours that people would really want. Panama itself is really a great destination. There are flights like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Monday, Wednesday and Saturday at the moment, and I believe that they will add some more. And it's only like 3.5 hours to get.
What kind of prices are we talking about when we talk about these trips? And are they for big groups? Do they accommodate smaller groups as well?
Of course, right. When we are looking at groups, we look at 20 or more. But the advertisement that we are doing right now, you can have 2 people, you can have 3, you can have 4, you can have whatever numbers you want to put together. Just tell us what you want and we will create it for you, right? We just wanted to give you an idea of what it can be and put it together easily for you.
So that you can give Going Places a call, and they're online. Remember, they're encouraging you to discover Panama, experience the vibrant culture and natural beauty, historical landmarks, and get a balanced mix of what we love to do, some exploration and a little bit of shopping as well. That's always good.
Shopping is never a little bit.
And the packages, you know, it seems nicely priced as well. I see that you're saying for US $611 for a person, starting at that price.
Starting.
You know, based on 3 people sharing a room or double or single occupancy, depending on what is available. And that's airfare. Airfare is additional and prices are subject to availability.
Exactly.
So, you know, they're great packages that you're offering to be able to go out and truly explore Panama, apart from just hearing a lot about it.
That's correct. And if, for instance, you have like a group who, you know, girls who want to do something, you want to celebrate birthdays. I have a lady now next year, because people are thinking about next year right now. And I have an 80-year-old woman, and she's putting together a group to go to Panama next year just to celebrate her 80th birthday.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
People are doing a lot of group travel now.
That's right.
And as you mentioned, we don't always think about all the other things we can do.
That's correct.
Particularly because we're accustomed heading north.
Yes.
Yes.
And going in the house and you stay there. Yeah. You need to explore. We do that as well. Let's say, for instance, you go to London. You just don't go to London and sit down and don't do that.
Yeah.
You decided, okay, we can make an arrangement for you. You can do a European tour. You can probably do something for 5 days, 7 days, whatever. You can go over to Paris. You can go over to Italy. You can do things like that. And that going places is very easily arranged for you.
And you mentioned that you went off to Panama already. Yeah. So, you know, what was that experience like for you, being able to kind of experience it? A lot of retail therapy, because you've told me I can't use little to talk about shopping.
No.
So a lot of retail therapy, but generally what did it feel like to be able to really experience all that we've heard about through the years?
That's true. I tell you the truth, the very first time I went to Panama, I didn't know what to expect. And we did a city tour and I was shocked, or surprised rather. I saw these huge skyscrapers and I didn't expect that from Panama. I guess I didn't do my research. But yes, I was really surprised. And then when we did the group that I took, we did about 4 tours. So we did quite a few other things and I was totally impressed. And that is why I did it 3 times more. So yeah, I always encourage people to, and I find like when there are some of these countries where people are not familiar, they would ask, can we do it as a group? And we are quite willing and ready to help you with that.
Stuff. How can we go about booking? Do we just reach out to Going Places and you kind of get everything done for us? How does it work?
Yes. Let's say if you have a group, for instance, we liaise with the group leader and we have meetings. And that, to me, is the best way to put it together, because then you get an idea of what everybody's thinking about, what plans they have, and then we tell you what we are thinking about as well, and we mesh them together. And in that way, you find that you get a really good deal. We are able to, depending on the numbers, and so we are able to make arrangements with the tour company. We deal with one particular tour company, and they do everything for us, which is great. Because then you don't have as much, to and froing and so forth. So when you get on the ground, everything is arranged for you, but you do have someone there, which would be whoever the group leader is from Barbados, who would look after and make sure that everything goes according to plan. Because, people are spending their money and they want value for their money, and that is what we are all about.
Absolutely. So let's just walk through the steps. This, of course, is a promotion to encourage people to get out, encourage us to discover Panama, and packages start from US $611, which is not way over the top to be able to take a holiday.
It really isn't.
So get online.
Get online.
I know that you're very active online as well.
Yes, we are. You can call one of our travel advisors first, right? Because if you go online to do that package, you might, be probably a bit too much of to and fro. Call one of us and then we will go through it with you. We will check the dates that you're thinking about. We will offer you the hotel that we have online there that we're offering. But if you feel that you want to take another hotel, or you prefer another hotel, we would make that arrangement for you as well. So just give us a call at 431-2400 and we will make the arrangements for you. if there are other things that you want to do, we have an online platform as well. Going Places has an online platform. You can check our Facebook page, you can check our Instagram page. We're also on YouTube.
All right, so
we are well connected.
You can find them just about everywhere.
Yeah.
So get online, and who knows, we just might be heading out to Panama in a matter of weeks or months or days, depending on how soon you want to go. Go visit Going Places Travel, or give them a call at 431-2400. They'll give you package details. They'll let you know how to book, tell you all about the services offered. And I'm sure if you want everything from hotel accommodation to on-the-ground travel, transfers, tours, that's all covered.
That's all
So thank you so much, Lynette, for coming in and sharing with us today. Lynette is Senior Travel Advisor with Going Places Travel. Whatever you do, make sure you reach out to them to find out more about the packages available for Panama.
Morning, morning, morning.